These are the times road ragers and bad drivers got what they deserved, but it often leaves behind a reminder that anger rarely solves anything. These bikers got a little too close to each other and ended up crashing into another car. Should it be illegal for bikers to swerve between lanes? I vote yes. With arms flailing and words flying, this driver proves that road rage isn't a quiet affair.
Just saw you throw that, miss. You're in for a big ticket.
When a kid calls out littering, you'd think the adult would take the high road, but rage has other plans.
She just picked it up.
You're in for a big ticket, miss.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're in for a big ticket, miss.
She just picked it up to see who's...
You're about to get a massive fine.
No.
Yo, you use mouse pay.
Yo, you use mouse pay.
I'm getting out. Throw it out.
Look, miss, you're getting a massive ticket. You're getting a massive ticket.
She just picked it up to see whose name
Look,
was on
you're
it.
getting a There's no avoiding. There's no avoiding it. You're getting a massive ticket, miss.
Go away.
You know what? Let me just
Yeah, give me the
go write the
ticket.
ticket.
Give me
Write
the
the ticket up.
ticket.
Write it up.
This-
Write it up. Write it.
Get the stupid
She's
ass.
littering everywhere. Write the ticket.
Who's been waiting to be in somebody's views? So what?
Fueling up turns into fuel frustration as two women clash over something that should have been simple.
What are you doing here now? Because there's nobody here. And so we were waiting, and you just go right around. Because I was back there and this was open. It was open because the person behind was getting done and gonna move out. That's the way it works here in America. I am America. But you have
Close your
Somebody
door.
call the police. Can you call the police?
Responding with dignity is often the best choice, but there's no harm in making sure they understand exactly why their comment is wrong.
What a you leave your house. You are in the world. So you don't tell me to go back to Oakland. You take your wrinkled get your you got a whole COVID-19 fit on with your you the reason why this shit is here. You got hella senior citizen spit on your telling somebody to go to Oakland. Huh?
Talking for a minute.
Huh?
Can you control your mouth for
You
1
need to
minute?
control your You need to go get in the wheelchair.
Don't be vulgar.
Get your old fuck somebody to go
I'm
back to
80
Oakland.
years old.
You're an okay, well, I act like you're 80-something years old. Your age don't matter. It seems like you're racist. Because you see me run by and you tell a black person to go back to Oakland. So it's black people in Oakland, right?
I'm in Oakland.
Ain't no black people in Alameda?
There's more white people who live in
All right,
Oakland
okay, well
than
get your
black
trans face having ass up out of here then. Don't tell no black person to go back to Oakland. You can't tell me where to go, all right?
My
I'm
tail.
fucking walk up. Oh,
It's not the golf cart's fault, but somehow this man seems convinced that shouting at it will fix the situation.
Bro,
no, which one of you walk up? Fucking walk up. No, walk up. Walk up. Yeah, hey. Cool, bro. Come up. Yeah, come. Walk up. Hey. I don't give a
With a flusk in hand and no filter, this man's attempt at confrontation seems more like a performance than an actual argument.
Oh my God, the crazy people, man.
You guys work for Antifa?
You're racist.
Black Lives Matter.
When ignorance and arrogance collide, you get someone who boasts with all the confidence, but none of the substance, just like this Trump supporter.
A hand last year hit someone in the mouth. Yeah, stay Antifa and Black Lives Matter.
Crybaby veteran. Very crybaby.
Vietnam vets are coming after you guys.
Acting like a little crybaby.
We're coming. Oh, crazy. We're coming for you, baby. Yeah, Vietnam vets. They're going to say you little Donald Trump forever. Donald Trump. Oh, shit. Crazy old man. Say hello to the kids for me.
What's your right?
Shit, he's pedophile now. He's pedophile now. Say hello to the wifey. Oh.
It's one thing to block a skater, but this woman takes it a step further, positioning herself right in front of the person filming, turning a simple moment into a tense standoff. When frustration boils over, some people decide to take it out on the world. This woman's spit and foul language serves as a reminder that not all road rage is confined to the wheel.
Oh, you don't know? Yeah, that's right. Cause I guarantee you cut me off one more time, I like that. Keep playing me. I ain't pulling over shit, bitch.
The rage-filled moment didn't just result in a loud screaming and swearing. It ended with a crash, a reminder that impatience on the road never ends well.
Because she's mad pissed because I didn't go at the yellow light.
What could have been a minor moment of frustration turns into an all-out display of aggression.
Yo, I'm just fried as fuck trying to go to work, bro.
With a burst of anger, the woman slams her hand down, shattering the car's window with such a force that it leaves no room for doubt. Her patience has reached its limit. In the blink of an eye, calm driving turns into aggressive road rage, with every action fueled by pure frustration and an utter disregard for the consequences. A quick smash, a forceful kick, and then he's done. This man walks away from the scene with his temper, leaving behind the evidence of his unbridled rage.
You're a driver who ought to be off the road. You are a driver. If you're not in the right lane, you go through the intersection, turn around and come back. I ain't calming down. I don't care about little like you. You're out of my face. I break you in half on a bad day. Oh yeah. Fine, I'm a kid, but you're a signal. Your signal don't mean you pull across. No, it doesn't. You have to wait until it's clear. And you didn't wait until it was clear. It don't matter what you mean. No, you white. Look at the way you're acting. Oh, you're a. I don't give. I didn't do anything wrong. You did. No, I didn't. Your signal don't mean when you pull right across in front of somebody. You have to wait till the lane's clear. What Cracker Jack you get your damn driver's license out of? Until the lane's clear, you can't come over. I know exactly how to drive. No, you don't, based on the recent frustration. You come.
What begins with screaming and yelling quickly escalates into violence as this man, beyond reasoning, breaks the windshield in an act of road rage that's as shocking as it is destructive. When this old woman throws a stick at the car, the driver doesn't just drive off, he picks it up and hands it back, almost like a game of one-upmanship on the road. Even when the front of the car is smashed, the driver desperately tries to move forward, but every attempt is met with more hits, as if the car's suffering isn't enough for the people smashing it. He kicked off the confrontation with aggression, but in the end, it was his own temper that got returned.
Чё охуел? Ты что, не видишь, что я тебе сигналю? Вот на таком расстоянии... Мне похуй, что ты сигналишь, слышишь, я поворачиваю, куда ты лезешь, блядь. Ты что так разговариваешь, не пойму? В смысле, а что разговариваю так? Я что, не так тебе сказал, что... Не надо так разговаривать, ну, пожалуйста. Я что, не так тебе сказал? Все, извини. Я неправильно так сказал тебе что-то? Я на свадьбу к товарищу тороплюсь, ну, пожалуйста. Что быкуешь, блядь? Извини, пожалуйста. Залез, ты поехал отсюда.
The tension is palpable as these two men scream at each other, their faces red with fury, each one determined to out-yell the other in a battle of pure rage.
Do it! I'm not even driving. You! Look at this guy. You ran into my kid's car! I wasn't even driving. You got out and threatened me and said, what are you gonna do? Get the here! Before I
With no regard for the traffic behind, these two men stand their ground in front of the car, holding up the road and forcing everyone to pause in the face of their bold actions.
Traffic, stop! No, go, go! Go! No, get out! Get out! Move! Stop!
Speeding through traffic like a Black Friday shopper whose sale was yanked out from under them. This driver is on a mission to make up for lost time. With no signal to warn anyone, this driver takes the curve too closely, as if the road is their personal racetrack, leaving everyone else to wonder what their next move will be.
So it would make sense to have a bird. Because it has something to do with the freaking... Because I don't know why. Google was working fine before. Didn't have...
Turning the wrong way down the road, this driver skillfully avoids a crash with a well-timed maneuver, showing that even in a mistake, intelligence and quick thinking can save the day. The Jeep speeds forward, passing without hesitation, only to fail to brake and blindly merge, using the shoulder to pass the pickup in a move that's as bold as it is reckless. Their actions scream danger, like they're hoping a truck will teach them a lesson. There is no other explanation for driving this carelessly.
Damn! Does he not take you serious, or does he not?
Speeding off like a person who's late for work, this driver cuts through traffic, treating every second as if it's the difference between getting fired and promoted. Carelessly swerving lanes on the Swiss highway, this driver changes directions without a single glance, showing a complete disregard for road safety. With a child in the rear seat, being pushed off the road seems like an act of sheer recklessness. This behavior is beyond careless. Without hesitation, the driver rushes into the intersection too soon, unaware they've done it right in front of a cop. The moment of lane splitting seems like a good idea, but the instant regret sets in as the rider realizes they're pushing their luck too far. With the lights out, driver treats the intersections like stop signs, slowing down and cautiously navigating the crossroads, as if the rules were rewritten in real time. The flashing lights appear, and just like that, the car is pulled over. Time to face the consequences of that last move. The white car ignores not one, but two no U-turn signs, making the illegal maneuver without a second thought, all while the cop on the bike is right beside them, completely unnoticed.
To say the least, about some of the things that he was saying.
He's working to both assassinate in character and paint himself in a sympathetic light.
I lost a wife, okay? I got over being the persecuted, and it's very hard, okay, to mourn when you're being...
While it's frustrating to watch drivers run the light in front of the kids' school regularly, last week, one driver who thought they were above the law was hit with sweet justice, as karma caught up with him.
Excellent. Excellent.
These street racers barely had a chance to get going before being pulled over, caught in the act and facing the consequences. In a split second, the cop catches the car making an illegal U-turn, showing that no move goes unnoticed when the law is watching. Speeding well beyond the limit, this driver is caught almost instantly, proving that going too fast can lead to a ticket just as quickly. With the police car behind, the lights suddenly flash on the Subaru in front, catching them off guard as the chase comes to a quick halt.
2 games a week.
A quick decision to run the red light puts this driver in the wrong, but sometimes the consequences show up much faster than expected.
Just coming straight through, weren't you? Wow. Oh, that's cop. Convenient cop, too. Whoa.
Changing lanes without a care, this driver weaves through traffic as if the rules of the road don't even apply to them. The snow may be thick, but that doesn't stop these drivers from speeding through, as if the winter weather doesn't slow them down at all.
What the?
Well, I think we all know what happened there.
He is going way too fast. Whoa! What?
Out of nowhere, this driver cuts me off on the double left turn. The driver pulls out in front of a 55,000-pound truck at 50 miles per hour, only narrowly avoiding disaster thanks to the second lane. The light turns red on Elbow Drive, but this driver decides it's not worth stopping, zipping through without hesitation. Rushing to make their exit, this driver might have to cut it close, but not having the decency to use their blinker. A few well-timed adjustments and this driver pulls off the perfect park, executing the move with clear, calculated intent.
Yeah, I saw something of him on my Twitter feed, him just playing victim.
The driver finally merges late, but with the rear blinker not working, it's anyone's guess what they were trying to signal.
Death threats against guys like.
In a moment of quick thinking, this driver takes a cool shortcut, narrowly avoiding disaster as they dodge a potential crash. A little unconventional, but this guy parks on the curb just far enough to ensure his tailgate stays out of harm's way, making it harder for thieves to strike. As cars veer out of their lanes in the roundabout, a near crash is just a hair's breadth away. The semi-truck attempts to back up from the exit, requiring precision and patience to avoid any mishap in such a cramped space. In a rush, it pulls out way too far, too fast, blocking the Civic behind them and making everyone else slam on the brakes. The center turning lane isn't a shortcut or a passing lane, but that doesn't stop this driver from using it to weave around other cars. A close shave with projectiles from a truck bed cover, barely avoiding a disaster. A close call as the Lewis Tree Service truck rushes by, narrowly missing the driver in front and another vehicle, as if time is running out. It's the first snow of the season, and this lady's speed catches up with her when she hits a snowy patch and loses control. The shoulder isn't just for passing, but this driver doesn't seem to care, squeezing by and cutting off everyone in their path. When the tire threads wear out completely, the risk of losing traction increases dramatically, making stopping distances longer and cornering more hazardous. Blocking the road with no regard for other drivers, this car is seconds away from turning a minor inconvenience into a major hazard.
What the fuck?
A wrong-way driver on the entrance ramp to the interstate, luckily. Other drivers noticed in time, but it could have been a major accident.
I-81 North. They do.
He announced today he's asked Elise Stefanik a congresswoman from New York, from upstate New York.
When the other car doesn't keep enough distance, a crash happens, and now has to deal with the consequences. The driver ran the red light with no hesitation, but little did they know that the officers standing by would soon have a few words about their reckless behavior.
100 meters.
With the green light signaling to go ahead, the car began to move, but just as quickly, another vehicle darted in front, narrowly avoiding a crash thanks to a timely honk. Although the light was red, the driver made a U-turn, causing a disruption in the flow of traffic and putting themselves and others in a dangerous situation.
No, that's not idea.
Oh!
A near miss occurred when the driver ran the red light, just avoiding a crash with cross traffic that had the right of way. In a rush, the driver made a reckless turn from the wrong lane, only to be caught by the red light camera, highlighting the dangers of ignoring the traffic rules. This reckless driver with no consideration for others ran us off the road, making it clear that some people shouldn't be behind the wheel. The speeder, blatantly ignoring the 50-km/h limit, sped past other vehicles, creating a dangerous situation for anyone trying to follow the rules.
They're doing something to the pool. Stupid time to be doing something to the pool. Middle of summer.
Well, it's summer yet.
Geez, I'm doing what, 50
It's
k's?
still spring.
Yeah, I'm doing 50 k's and you just overtook me. And it's 50 k's zone. Wanker.
Yeah, December 1 is first of summer.
The Tesla, failing to check for oncoming traffic, blindly entered the roundabout, nearly causing a collision as other drivers had to brake abruptly.
Bloody wanker of a bloody Tesla driver.
It's up a side street, hey?
Yeah, this is...
Yeah.
As the driver swerved into the next lane without signaling, they almost collided with another car, narrowly avoiding an accident by mere inches. In a close call, the driver swerved just in time to avoid an accident, turning what could have been a serious crash into nothing more than a near miss. In their impatience, the driver ran the red light, completely disregarding the traffic signal and narrowly avoiding a collision with cross traffic.
Video protected.
As the bus driver pulled out, expecting the car to stop, they unintentionally created a tricky situation for the lorry, which had to navigate around the bottleneck with little space. In a rush to get to the next red light, the reckless driver weaved through the traffic, ignoring the risks and creating a dangerous situation for everyone around them. The scooter running the red light without hesitation almost collided with oncoming traffic, demonstrating a reckless disregard for traffic laws.
What if I told you modern medicine wasn't designed to improve health, but to sell synthetic pharmaceuticals?
Video protected.
What if I told you that the three big...
By blocking two lanes and driving the wrong way, the driver put themselves and others at risk, forcing nearby cars to take evasive action to prevent a collision.
Amanda G's. This one is by Flyby, 5-star. Does this please smell? Yes. And this one right here is
Video protected.
This is our first ever 1-star review. We've never had one of these. This is from Just Qua 070806. 1 star. But it could be cool. Well, that's great. Very, very beautiful. Cooper's Rock is very beautiful. We went through there on the way over.
The impatient school bus driver, eager to get to the next stop, sped through the intersection without yielding to pedestrians, making the situation much more dangerous for everyone.
Video protected.
13 from Emmy Game. I'm writing the story. Would love to turn it into a movie. Help. Men who are entitled and think it's not fair with them easier. Blah blah blah. You're supposed to have it harder. You're a man. Men are supposed to work as hard as possible to the bone and become chiseled, scarred, and ripped. Older guys have the scar on their face. The beard don't grow.
With a clear disregard for traffic laws, the driver cut people off for fun, weaving through lanes and making it difficult for others to maintain a safe distance.
Jelly ball. But really, it's on things. You know, I wasn't.
Video protected.
I was thinking.
By blocking the intersection, the driver not only delayed traffic, but also created a hazardous situation, as drivers struggled to find a way around the stalled vehicles.
Shopify for retail. From accepting payments to managing inventory, Shopify POS has...
Ignoring the traffic signals, the driver made an illegal turn, disregarding both the rules of the road and the safety of others.
Protected. To the next level today. That's shopify.com/system.
Other realtors have vacant homes, and past properties are
Customers come occupied and ready to invest. Looking to relocate your large...
I just won't watch it. I say this quite a bit. I've been saying this since the Gamergate stuff. If you want to make a video game or a movie that's overtly woke and just bad, my response is, hey, good for you, congratulations. I'm not going to pay for it.
The school bus stopped in the middle of the road, blocked traffic for several minutes, forcing drivers to wait and create a buildup of vehicles behind it.
Hey, why won't people watch our movies? Like with Star Wars, they said, white men, this is not for you. And then, cancel. Why won't white men watch my show? Because they're racist. No, because you insulted them.
With no regard for the rules of the road, the driver turned left from the middle of the block, weaving between lanes as if jaywalking across traffic, creating chaos for everyone around them.
Deputy Managing Editor Tim Rice. Tim, so we'll get to Biden's garbage remarks in a sec, but first, tell us about this DC rally.
Well, we should first note that her big speech was just under 30 minutes long, so not quite what many were anticipating for the much-hyped event. And of course, nothing like one of Trump's standard rallies. As usual, she stayed pretty tightly on the teleprompter, but in a
The drivers were caught off guard by a Lexus cutting them off, forcing them to react quickly and change lanes to avoid a potentially dangerous situation.
Video protected.
After rolling through the red light at a crawl, the truck obstructed 2 lanes of traffic, causing delays and forcing other vehicles to maneuver around it.
Many employers hiring on LinkedIn. Finding the perfect job is even more simplified. So don't spend months searching. Go to linkedin.com/nurses and find out why in the past year, more than 1.5 million nurses have used LinkedIn to search for their next role. That's linkedin.com/nurses.
All votes must be counted and tallied on election day. Done. And the ballot system afterwards is bull. Too bad. Too bad. Well, they'll play other games.
Video protected.
Republican County mailed in these ballots and we just lost the back. But they can do that now anyway. It should be that on election day, we stop at midnight. All votes that have not been counted are cut off, and that is per the Constitution. It also says the states can handle their elections through their legislature as they see fit. But it also says we have one day. I say, at midnight,
The man on the bicycle, using a clever method, strapped a plastic container to the back of his bike, showcasing an innovative approach to hauling items while navigating the busy streets.
And we launched into full-blown...
The car service, although only stopped for a brief moment, ended up blocking the intersection, causing significant traffic disruption and frustrating drivers trying to get through.
By the time he announced that he was running for president, he had dropped 18 points in the polling, and really we were on autoplay pilot at that point for another 6 months.
Because, you know, people may still look at the danger and say, I don't care.
The elderly woman, seemingly unaware of the traffic light, ran the red light, forcing other drivers to react quickly in order to avoid a potential collision.
Has done.
Now, before you take over the media, we need to get rid of that pesky Constitution.
Not paying attention to the road, the trucker drifted out of their lane, narrowly avoiding a collision with the vehicle in an adjacent lane who had to brake suddenly to prevent an accident. Driving against the flow of traffic, the wrong-way driver ignored the clear signs.
That was just announced yesterday and sparked a lot of buzz. Tell us about that bit.
Yeah, this was really a bombshell pick, at least for the so-called establishment.
The van ignored proper lane discipline, abruptly cut across the on-ramp, making it difficult for other drivers to merge safely onto the road.
Video protected.
With no regard for traffic flow, the car was parked right in the middle of the street, blocking both lanes and causing a standstill. Think you can steal a parking spot without consequences? This Jeep just proved otherwise. Road rage meets reality in Penang. This bully driver's in for a lesson they won't forget.
Okay,
We call. Okay, never mind. Call.
Call police. À.
Call.
Đấy.
Call. Call.
Call là call police.
Call. 你下一个 call.
OK.
下一个 call.
The Altis might have seemed park, but it's causing chaos on a busy road. The Helix is stuck, waiting for the mysterious moment when the female companion finally exits. This bully picked the wrong driver to mess with. No patience, no nonsense, just pure payback.
What's that? Say it on camera. Keep talking. Keep talking. You. Bye-bye.
When you break the rules, the karma police are never far behind. Watch as this moment of truth unfolds.
What a idiot.
A reckless move from a G4S driver escalates into a shouting match and a dented car. When they throw a punch instead of an apology, it's clear that the law of the jungle applies here. This road bully thought they could push others around. Little did they know, karma was waiting just around the corner.
Apa masalah? Reverse.
Taking road rage to another level on this street, this bully doesn't know when to back down.
License plate. Film his license. Wait. I'm trying to. I can't. Oh my god, what a psycho.
You guys, I know I can't see it. I can't see his license plate from here. I think I'll go for it. HWD 2847.
Blocking a loading bay to make a point? This driver's front bumper barely survives her stubbornness.
So why park? The hell?
Cutting someone off and brake checking them? Not a good look. And then she tries to play the blame game with a finger point. I'm not hogging the lane, just planning my next move. This driver's impatience could have cost them big in Sewickley.
Prepare to turn left in half a mile.
Problem, man.
Driving in the middle lane and holding up traffic, this Oklahoma driver learns why that's never a good idea.
And debate, a move welcomed by the White House.
Democratic societies are strengthened by checks and balances, and fundamental changes to a democratic system should be pursued with the broadest possible base of popular support.
Distractions behind the wheel causes a crash in Garland, Texas. It only takes a moment to lose control.
Look at that guy.
What happened?
I don't know, but I got it on video.
Stopping in the left or middle lanes to let cars turn? That's how accidents happen. Stay predictable, stay safe. A gentle love tap to kick off the year. No damage, but at least she made sure I was okay and took responsibility. This pickup thought speed was the answer, but almost instant karma had a different plan. Slow down or you'll learn the hard way. Two drivers not paying attention in a work zone leads to a crash. Nice job, Cammer. You saw the disaster coming.
Among the not libertarian parts of your life. Trump is also
A near miss on Rivoli, but the curb did some damage. Thankfully no contact and the other driver was quick to apologize.
God almighty, stupid mother.
You're not getting away no matter how hard you try. The police show how it's done with a flawless pit maneuver. I'm in the exit lane, minding my own business, and this guy flips out. What did I do to deserve this?
I will hit you.
Hey, think there are no hungry kids on your Malfi coat?
I will hit you. I will hit you. Trust me, I will hit you.
Surgical beds offered boarding there until the OR opens up.
Give me that. Excuse me, doctor. If the ER is going to babysit your surgical patients, at least have the courtesy to write the damn orders.
Much as I enjoy your little rants, I don't have time now. I'm late for a sympathetic.
Well, then you're going to be even later. I'm sorry.
Nearly sideswiped, but I stayed calm and just laughed it off when he got stuck in traffic. He wasn't having as much fun. On a delivery run when things went sideways. A surprise left turn from an SUV leads to an airbag-filled collision. Winter roads and a close call. A quick-thinking driver next to me saved the day as a car veered head-on towards us.
Oh my God.
Skidding wildly with no impact. This white car narrowly avoids disaster, turning a near miss into a lucky escape. Close calls after a snowstorm can be terrifying. A sudden swerve and ABS saved this driver from an icy disaster. Mustang meets sidewell in a downtown disaster. A 90-degree wheel is all that's left of this high-speed misjudgment.
Oh. Yeah, they got crashed. Oh. Oh. Hope he's okay.
when you're minding your own business and someone forgets how to brake. This rear-end collision was entirely avoidable. Lawless driving in New York City, when traffic signals are just decorations. These drivers have no respect for the rules of the road.
Whoa!
Trying to take a sharp turn in the rain? This Chrysler 300 shows exactly why you shouldn't slam on the brakes in low traction conditions. Trying to beat the light? This red car learned the hard way as it cuts through traffic and gets T-boned by the blue car.
And my husband's car was in 2009.
Crunch. Yeah, that didn't work out for you, did it?
Squeezing in without the right of way? This driver learned the hard way that not yielding has its consequences. He was in the left turn lane, but ended up cutting off everyone to make a right. I'm still trying to figure out what just happened.
Acceptable. Rubiales released a video admitting he made a mistake, claiming the kiss was consensual, and later saying he would never resign.
No voy a dimitir. No voy a dimitir. No. What the
of the country's national soccer team and their coaches.
How do you miss a car making a U-turn right behind you? This white car needs a refresher on situational awareness. Rubbernecking can cause more than just a traffic jam. I had to slam the brakes and pull over to avoid a rear-end disaster.
Look, behind us.
Texting or too close for comfort? A rear-end accident in San Antonio has us wondering. What's your take?
Jesus! Oh my God! What the f?
I waited for the intersection to clear, but it didn't stop this rear-end collision. Sometimes being cautious doesn't save you from bad drivers. First time in an RWD car, and it's already a slippery slope. Watch how he handles the learning curve.
Front K-band.
Running a stop sign and blaming the other driver? Lucky this guy didn't know I had a dash cam. Insurance covered his mistake though. Bald tires and wet roads, not a good combination. This driver's about to find out the hard way.
Oh, there's an accident. Okay. Oh.
Just 10 seconds away from safety, but someone couldn't wait. Guess what happens next?
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Sorry for the language.
This reckless driver wasn't getting away that easy. I got the plate number and sent it to the Maryland State Police. A close call with a reckless truck driver. One honk was all it took to turn his bad move into a speeding showdown.
Idiot. Fucking idiot.
Things get heated at the intersection of Brigade and Meeting Streets. A quick reminder that patience is key on the road. Must be an emergency in that Honda. No other reason to be riding someone's bumper like that. Lesson of the day, always check before pulling out. This driver skips the basics and pays the price. Blindy pulling out of a junction? That's a fast track to a close call, as this driver's about to find out. Just trying to get some groceries, but this truck driver had other plans. Blocking the road isn't exactly courteous.
What are you doing?
Pedal to the metal, even in traffic. This driver's reckless approach is bound to catch up with them. A little patience goes a long way. Slow down, go around the center, and make a mini roundabout a breeze.
I'm so sorry. No, because it's all fun and it's all on the airport. Not from one, can't wait.
Overtaking a truck with zero visibility? Here's a textbook example of how not to drive. Coburg's roads turn into a racetrack for this pickup, but as they overtake, the outcome is anything but smooth. Always check your mirrors, even if you're delivering mail. This Royal Mail van learned that the hard way. Bikers face dangers every day, and this moment shows exactly why. It's a deadly game out there. When you reverse without a second thought, you're asking for trouble. This driver found that out the hard way. Could this be the reason people are fed up with cyclists? A careless move that stirs up frustration on the road. "90% of Birmingham taxi drivers, just like this one, seem to think the rules don't apply. Straight through the turn lane without a second thought. One second he's on the tail, the next he's swerving like a maniac. A near-curb collision just proves he's lost control. Bikers rule, and the road follows their lead. Watch this rider navigate the streets like a pro. Who needs patience when you have the pavement? This driver couldn't wait 3 seconds, and now pays the price. Not only did she block the driveway, but she also avoided a spot she couldn't park in. And that Audi Q7, turns out its plate is illegal. The I don't care mentality doesn't always work on the road. This moron learned that lesson the hard way. No signal, no warning, just pure genius driving, passing at traffic lights like it's a free-for-all. Rushing through a giveaway sign without looking? This driver just found out why that's a bad idea. Taking a blind bend on the wrong side? That's a dangerous gamble, and this driver just got lucky this time. Think you can outsmart the rules? This driver's U-turn to park on double yellows proves otherwise. Can't fix bad driving, but you can sure witness the fallout. Check out this driver who shows just how reckless they can be. Not listening to the instructor can have serious consequences. This student's failure to slow down for the mini roundabout ends the CBT session right there. Tempers flare on the road in Malaysia, and the result? A shattered windscreen and some instant regret. Van drivers run a red light at a roadwork zone and instantly regrets it. See how karma strikes in a blink of an eye?
Well, I don't know why I've come here tonight, 'cause all the stuff we selling here is shite. They've got some fancy but
3 cars, 1 red light, 0 cents. See how running the same red light leads to a traffic nightmare? Think you can steal a parking spot and get away with it? This Civic driver gets a taste of their own medicine. Going left from the right lane, this driver proves some people just can't follow the simplest directions. They say ignorance is bliss, but not when it comes to road rules. This driver's lack of understanding causes an avoidable mess. Stopping on a roundabout for a green light? This driver just took overthinking to a whole new level. Aggressive driving? Not on my watch. This Honda City tried to pass on the inside, but I wasn't having it. Penang's road bully is at it again, but this time they're about to get a taste of their own medicine. Pull out with no plan to speed up? That's a guaranteed way to tick off every driver behind you. Ignoring red lights is never a good idea. This Volkswagen driver is about to find out the hard way what happens when you break the law. One wrong turn and this driver's headed straight for disaster. Going the wrong way on a toll road is never a good idea. That was one nerve-wracking merge. This BMW SUV barely squeezes in without a disaster. Some drivers really think they can defy traffic laws with no consequences. Watch as this lane switch turns into a nightmare.
Oh my gosh, did you see that?
Bypassing a pedestrian crossing is never a good idea. This driver learns the hard way that the road doesn't forgive mistakes. Some people just can't wait their turn on the road. Watch this overtaking idiot learn that the hard way. A left turn from the right edge of a one-way street? Someone missed the memo on basic driving rules. Speeding at 89 kilometers per hour through a slalom near a crosswalk? This could have ended badly, but luckily, it's just a close call. Running a red light at 50 miles per hour? This driver just turned a simple mistake into a near disaster.
Not on the receipt.
Oh, that person just ran a red light.
Not all heroes wear capes. Watch as a quick-thinking driver saves the life of a Porsche owner in a tense moment. Heading to Texas when a Ram suddenly swerves into my lane. Thanks to my Kia Soul's quick brakes and traction, I avoided a crash. Never saw the second deer lurking by the side of the road. Grateful for quick reflexes and good brakes keeping everyone safe. The moment you realize this driver had no plans of stopping. Guess he didn't get the memo about yielding. A lane change without a signal? Classic move. Let's see how this genius maneuver plays out on the road. When your best comeback is a tongue out and a dash, will he regret this bold move? Oh, well, the tables have turned. Apparently little Scooby-Doo regrets messing with the biker. What it's like to wait on help. Sometimes a hard lesson is the only way to understand. All bark and no bite. This driver's bravery stopped the second they're asked to get out.
What? Here, come on.
Fine. Oh, he's got earphones on. Where are you going?
Looks like Miss Piggy's ready for her close-up, in all the wrong ways. Time to cool off before things get messy.
Stop! Run me over! Do it!
Funny thing is, he wasn't even driving, but that didn't stop him from joining in on the road rage.
I'm part way through turning round, mate. What? Do something now! Smash you in the face! Got camera, mate. You're on camera, you
When parking goes wrong, these two prove that even low speed zones can have a high impact moment.
How to use lanes, you prick.
It's you. You smash my bloody thing. Why don't you see where you're going?
Why don't you go in the right lane? I'm on the left.
In the right place.
You're in the right hand lane trying to go straight on.
Don't smash car up. You idiot.
You nearly run me over, you.
Run you over. You're pissing about doing like that, idiot. How can you drive like that?
I'm the one in the right lane, all right?
You are in the lane, but you're slowing up and down. You don't know what you're doing.
Because it's dangerous to speed round a roundabout, you prick. I'm taking care of my own life, all right?
You smash my mirror, you dickhead.
1 second of distraction and there goes your car. Hopefully this is a wake-up call before it's too late.
Fijn zo'n knipperlicht. Knipperlichtje gebruiken. Oh, godsamme nog aan toe. Je auto gaat er vandoor. Je auto gaat er vandoor. Je auto gaat er vandoor. Fucking loser.
Think your honk has limits? Today's episode of How Long Can You Honk might just change your mind. This motorcyclist's luck is off the charts. When the big man stepped up, I thought he was a goner, but he pulled through.
Got a problem, have you? With me?
No, I don't.
Why give me a finger? Why come around me being stupid? Well, you got a problem. Sort it out now.
Well, I'm about to be run over by someone on the car.
I don't give a sort it out now.
Look, you're able to leave me alone, mate.
Well, why give me a finger? Come around me stupid. That's my son you're talking about.
You'll pass the house one more time, cut. Mean it. I will give it to you. Cause I'm sick of it, right? Okay. Drive past me because you've given me the
Oh, I didn't mean that, though.
What about me down there on Tottenham Road?
Right.
Well, that's one way to light up the road. Let's just hope those sparks stay sparks and don't become fireworks.
Where's the motorcycles? Can you call 911?
From learner plates to learner mistakes, looks like these Aussies are getting more than they bargained for on the road.
You're on the phone, what? What am I doing? 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 Why are you swerving trying to hit me? What do you mean what am I doing? I'm driving. I'm riding. I'm riding. I've got your number plate, yeah?
What a dickhead.
PK65XYA. Mother. What a got my car in the kid.
Looks like both drivers have some frustrations to deal with. A chat and a meal might be the perfect fix.
Yeah. It's okay. You didn't see me. It's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Take a deep breath.
Sorry.
I'm very sorry.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping. It's okay. Thank you.
Witness the most savage road rage ever caught on camera. This driver's fury knows no bounds.
Are you happy? Don't you dare! My brother's just drowned, okay?
It's not my fault he can't swim.
Oh, dare you!
Normally the biker's in the wrong, but this time, making a break for it was the only way out. Sometimes the rules need to be bent. Throwing shade from the driver's seat? Maybe check your own ride first before making judgments.
Have a great day, man. Oh! Are you okay? Are you stupid? You see the bike landing? You see the faggot? You faggot? You okay?
Cutting off a Dodge Ram, then brake checking it? Not a good move, especially when you almost cause a crash.
And to go on with, our image of ourselves is extremely complete. Would that some got the gifted ears to see ourselves as others see us. We don't.
When you're too distracted to notice the car in front of you, rear-end accidents in Toronto can happen in the blink of an eye. Hit from behind and the Volvo's gone before I could get the plate. Talk about adding insult to injury.
Oh. Oh my God.
A tough situation for the elderly driver, but he's doing better now. After a brief hospital stay, he was released and is recovering. Ignoring the warning? Big mistake. Hopefully that ticket in the mail will make them think twice next time. Think you can intimidate with a brake check? This pickup truck driver is about to learn that karma doesn't play games. Route 90 turns chaotic as a hit-and-run driver leaves the scene. Catch a glimpse of the reckless escape. When my exit mentality backfires, this driver finds out that the road has rules for everyone.
Yelled at Mrs. Eaton on the phone and said, "Don't take her over until I get there. Let me go with you and we can all go together. I am a victim here. I have a right to know everything."
Swerved past one texting driver only to nearly crash into another. Some drivers just keep things interesting.
What are you thinking?
Holy
what
dude.
You're seeing at that moment, right? Can you
My God.
I don't think.
1 second on the phone, 3 cars in the shop. This work van driver just learned the costly lesson.
Did you just hit something?
No, the guy in front of me just fucking floored it. Hit 3 cars.
Well, this is one way to start your day. The morning commute just got a whole lot more exciting.
Joe's show last night.
as awful as Mitch Trubisky can be, and as awful as he's shown us that he is,
Oh!
to sling the football, he will take shots downfield, and that kind of plays into the irresponsibility card about him. So, if for some reason the Steelers first are obviously way better than the Patriots, if for some reason they connect somewhere, that's the only thing that scares me a little bit, is that he's willing to make that.
Speeding down I-20 with this semi almost cost someone their job. Luckily, my Dodge Challenger had me covered at 75 miles an hour. Failing to yield and crossing solid lines, this driver learned that reckless moves don't go unpunished in Charlotte.
People get away with this. But it seems that Charles, even if he didn't work with them directly, he was definitely...
When you're too distracted to notice the traffic around you, it leads to some close calls. This Nissan Altima should have been paying attention.
Ooh.
That even happened.
A simple driveway mishap turns into a lesson in accountability. FYI, the other guy's 100% at fault.
Vogel, who lived in the same building, were watching Dexter when they heard a loud bang from across the hall. Through the walls, they could hear muffled cries of a child saying no and help.
Not all accidents happen on the road, but this one sure had a clear culprit. The other driver's 100% at fault. It's all on their insurance now.
What a dumb...
Didn't get us right.
No.
Okay.
Got too close and hydroplaned trying to correct. A reminder that on wet roads, every move matters.
Oh my goodness! Wow!
Sometimes a little patience saves a big headache. This driver switches lanes just in time to avoid a pileup. Out of control drift meets a lucky escape. That was a close call no one saw coming. Green light and right of way? Not for this Honda, who decided to yield to a left turner and causes a traffic mess.
Oh, dude, it's a green light. I'm going 40.
No, you're going 1,000 miles an hour.
I have a green light. What do you have? Estúpido. And there's this one.
Staying back isn't just a rule, it's a lifesaver. Here's why tailgating never pays off. Getting distracted on an on-ramp curve? That's one risky move with a predictable outcome. Scooching in isn't a driving technique. Watch this white SUV slide in and instantly regret it.
Say a command or say...
When you try to bypass traffic by driving on the grass and end up in a whole new mess.
Святослав, та я лише разом здаю. Того, що нас брехунами було. Ну, пожалуйста, нема.
Nothing tests your nerves like a brake checker. Sometimes a pit maneuver feels like the perfect solution.
Hey! You stupid! You stupid! Stop!
When bad drivers refuse to miss an exit, they just create a mess. Get ready for a classic case of poor decision making. Brake checking and blaming the other drivers? This Toyota owner has some explaining to do.
Thanks, David.
Yo, I have you on camera. I'm gonna call the police right now. Okay, call it. I am.
The fire truck scared him, but the real crash was his panic move. Without a dash cam, this could have been my fault. A jump over the curb and nearly into disaster. Reckless driving takes a dangerous turn in Midtown Atlanta tonight.
I'm gonna message Jake.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
okay, Garmin.
Over that.
Save video. Oh my god. Are you serious?
Does anyone in this city even know how to use their turn signal? It's like driving as a game of chance. When you're too impatient to pick a lane, you're in for a road disaster. Watch this indecisive driver struggle.
Are you kidding?
Had a feeling he wouldn't signal. Glad I gave myself enough space to avoid a collision. I had no idea where this car popped up from until I saw the footage. Thankfully no contact and everyone's okay.
Come on, FJ.
Breaking the no overtaking rule never ends well. This driver finds out the hard way that some signs are there for a reason. Blocking a lane in front of a big truck? Not a good idea. This driver's about to feel the wrath of road rage. Two vehicles, one stop sign, zero regard for safety. See how ignoring traffic laws leads to a close call. Always check your rear view. This driver almost found themselves in another rear-end collision this morning.
So we sequenced 21 minutes to high coverage. Sequencing to high coverage basically means that we sequence a lot of DNA just to...
Nothing like a sudden brake check when a cat crane blocks the road. Hope you've got good brakes and quick reflexes. Some drivers think a slow creep is harmless until it nearly turns into a crash. Close call, but no harm done.
Feel the force though.
A moment of lost control leads to a highway nightmare. Two cars are caught in the aftermath of one reckless ride. Sometimes 5 seconds is all it takes to avoid disaster. This driver didn't get the memo. Changing lanes blindly and hoping for the best? This driver just found out that's a terrible idea. Boom, that's the sound of a tire that couldn't keep it together. Fortunately, this driver walked away unscathed. Overtaking on a roundabout is a dangerous game, but this blue hatch thinks it's invincible. Let's see how that works out.
Keep left to stay on A358. In 300 yards, yards at Blackbrick Roundabout, take the 4th exit onto the M5.
Double white lines are there for a reason. This reckless overtake is about to cost more than just time. A van pulls out without warning, and a taxi takes the unauthorized route. Both drivers ignoring the rules leads to a close call. Two lanes, no signal, and a whole lot of confusion. This BMW driver proves you don't need blinkers if you're bold enough.
For him, September 30th, visit FortBreakers.com now. Do you know what the scariest sound to hear in a factory floor is? Silence. That means something somewhere broke. Production is stopped.
When there's nowhere to go, bad decisions follow. This driver's forced turn is about to get a whole lot worse. Crosswalks aren't optional. Here's what happens when a driver forgets the most basic traffic rules. When a Tesla drifts into your lane, panic mode kicks in. Glad those brakes work before it's too late. Untaxed and out of control. Thankfully, this Carney driver's close call didn't turn into a full-blown crash. They tried to cut the corner, but karma had other plans. This near miss was 1 second away from disaster. Blind spots can be tricky, but a quick glance won't cut it. Pay attention to what's around you and predict the moves other drivers might make. Brakes for the win. That turning car didn't see me coming, but I was ready just in time. Cutting in with a trailer? Not the smartest decision. Watch how this one turns into a road lesson in real time. Just when we thought it was safe, this rider comes flying at breakneck speed. Let's just say the air got pretty blue after that stunt.
Oh, hell! Yeah. Got you on camera. Hey, that'll be fucking going on the...
Short time, scooter ride. Long-lasting regret. Sometimes it's better to walk than to rush.
Yeah.
When you don't keep clear, things get messy. This driver learns the hard way that traffic rules are there for a reason. Overtaking a cyclist on a solid white line at high speed. Definitely illegal, and this driver is about to learn why. Priority is everything in situations like this. I was ahead, committed, and had the right of way. No need to make room for anyone else. When you ignore a stop sign, the consequences are closer than you think. Thankfully, this near collision was just a close call. Going the wrong way and still thinking it's okay to cut people off? This driver needs a serious reality check.
Was that not honking? I literally got my keys stuck.
Caught this moron in the act. Almost read their license plate, but their driving was loud enough. Always give way to the person with the bigger vehicle and the crazier mindset. Perfect combo, an overinflated ego. Let's just say his plans for showing off didn't go quite as expected. The tow company run by the Chuckle Brothers. What could possibly go wrong? Turns out just about everything. Reinforcements? Who needs them? That brick wall can totally handle it, until it can't. This driver is crazy, but not as crazy as the people who haven't subscribed yet. Spilled cargo, turning highways into drive-through beverage stations. What did those two guys swipe off the plate at the start of the video? Drop your theories in the comments. Not sure where he got the advice to make his own lane. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Always stick to the right.
Get your car! Understand? This is why we're concerned, ma'am!
Woman argues with Chick-fil-A staff, only for her dress to get locked in the gate and her car to roll away. Comedy gold. Witness the art of controlling chaos. Heavy machinery operators showing off why they're the MVPs of the logging world. Refused to secure the car, and now gravity has taken the wheel. Good luck catching it.
Abi bir de
Hit and run, the driver's about to learn the hard way that karma never misses. What was this driver thinking? Must be on the road, not in the concrete.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Controlled chaos at its finest. This driver must have graduated from the school of near misses. After watching this, I'm convinced that van is indestructible. Someone called the Guinness World Records. Slapping a cow from a moving car, even the bull had to pause and think, is this real life? Colonel Driving School, where bad ideas make worse decisions. How are these scrap cars still running? African engineering or divine intervention? You decide in the comments section. Clearly the guy was just trying to go uptown. What's all the confusion about, people? Trying to rock crawl in the Costco parking lot? Impressive, there's no front end damage. Must have been like, oh man, this curb is really tall. He tried to pull a hit and run, but stay tuned for part 2. Spoiler, it doesn't end well.
On the highway and he's trying to leave. Bro, no. He hit my car on the highway and he's trying to leave. He hit my car on the highway and he's trying to leave. He hit my car, bro, you're not getting away, bro. Why would you try to leave, bro?
Must always watch your back on the road. Motorcycle into the gutters. These cars really know how to be friends. Look at that hug. True bumper-to-bumper bonding. Some people really shouldn't be trusted with a driver's license. Exhibit A right here. On the bright side, it still has the spare tire. Gotta celebrate the little wins. Don't do Lizzo like that. Giant bodyguard in the back who nearly flipped the golf cart. Dude pulled into the wrong lane and then tried to act like it was the other driver's fault. Glad the other guy didn't back down. Dallas police are investigating Chiefs W.R. Rashi Rice after a crash involving speeding cars. 4 injured, drivers fled. Rice's involvement still unclear. Looks like 2 cars nicely put together. Let me know in the comments if you'll get one for the family. This tow truck driver is definitely accepting his fate. Maybe the car's already destined for the scrapyard. Does this driver even have a fire extinguisher? At this rate, all these cars are going up in flames. Why is the tire bouncing like a basketball? Pretty sure it's owned by an NBA player. The driver really did a terrible job. How do you let a truck give birth to a car this early?
Oh my God! Oh, no! No, the door! Dude! It's the door! Dang it!
Best van of the 21st century? Maybe, but it definitely belongs in the scrapyard, not on the road. It has a nice air conditioning though. The driver left the speaker in the mud. Someone tell him his sound system went rogue. The car is sinking into the sea, and the guy on the jet ski didn't even bother to help push it back to shore. Priorities. Oops, lost balance and bam! Why take such a sharp curve as a driver? Totally deserved. Scared those dudes half to death with that prank. They almost flew away. Stopping in the middle of the road? Terrible idea. This could have ended much worse. Driving fast on a snowy highway? Bad idea. If you're not convinced, just watch this. That's way too close for comfort. Amazing how one person almost caused a 3-car pileup. It's almost like a requirement. Before getting your driving permit, you must hit a wall. Ouch, that car felt it. We've got to stay careful out there. One driver's mistake can cause massive damage. This driver must be drunk or just plain reckless. Was it speeding? You be the judge in the comments. This is average driving skills at best. You can't pull stunts like this on the road. You should thank the truck driver. Though it's just as likely the Mustang realized he was in the exit lane and swerved left without checking mirrors. Looks like the semi shifted lanes to avoid him too. Definitely not this Chevy guy's first rodeo. No way I'm parking behind this mess, just to sit here when the cops close the road for an hour. Some drivers think they can break all the rules. But sometimes they get what's coming to them.
Cool guy really honking at me right now? Everything okay? Because you're honking at me, you're following me too closely, you're not wearing your seatbelt. Do you think you're like honking at me and I was gonna get out of your car and like attend to you?
I didn't do anything wrong.
100% you did something wrong.
This driver's all over the road, trying to speed away, but wait, police have other plans. Watch as the police block him in.
Oh God, she gonna hit the police. Oh my God, no she did.
This driver thinks he's a pro, trying to drift onto the road. Guess what? He ends up crashing into a dumpster. When a driver decides to brake check a driver, what he doesn't know is that the truck driver would call for reinforcements. Some people just can't stay in their lanes. Watch as this driver tries to pass another car. It spins out of control across the whole road. Here's a biker trying to impress by lifting his wheels off the ground. Unfortunately, he loses control and crashes. This Tesla driver didn't notice the red light and drove ahead, thereby causing a multi-car accident. Watch as the taxi and other vehicle compete for the road, leading to a destruction of a side mirror. While issuing what seemed like a warning to another driver, this driver hit a car in front of him. This driver goes on a fast and furious drive on the almost empty street but crashes. This driver is at an alarming speed. Watch as he doesn't see clearly and bumps into a roadblock that topples him over. Watch as this man decides to step onto a driver's car while the driver tries to start it. Talk about a bold move, but it doesn't end well. This driver tries to swerve into another lane by drifting. Unfortunately, he smashes the back of his car into the pedestrian walkway. This driver attempts to change lanes but ends up hitting the back of a cop car. Watch as the police quickly step in to handle the situation. Here's a lady riding with a biker. She tries to use her leg to push another biker out of the way, but it doesn't go as planned. She falls off. This driver attempts to brake check a truck and gets done with it. Another driver attempts to brake check a truck and gets banged up pretty bad. This driver thinks he's been hit by the car behind him, but it turns out it was just his own bump. Watch his funny reaction. This driver honks at the car in front of him, but he doesn't realize it's the police. Watch as the cops pull him over and ask him some questions.
You're not wearing your seatbelt?
No, sir.
Do you think you're like honking at me and I was gonna get out of your car and like attend to you?
I didn't do anything wrong.
100% you did something wrong.
Watch as this driver speeds off and forces another car off the road into the grass. He doesn't seem to care though. This driver parks right in the middle of a traffic stop, blocking the way and causing trouble for everyone. This driver tries to overtake another car but ends up swerving out of control and damaging his own car in the process. This driver tries to change lanes but messes it up, causing an obstruction and even bumping into another car. Watch as a driver and biker get way too close, giving each other the middle finger and playing pranks. It's a dangerous game. This driver drives into a parking lot and parks wrong. Watch as he immediately is banged up by another car behind him. This driver tries to show off by drifting in front of a crowd but ends up hitting his bumper on the pavement. Watch as this driver moves carelessly and ends up hitting a tree. Not the smartest move. This driver leaves his car to confront another. Watch as his car starts to roll and he's left chasing after it. These two drivers have a tense confrontation that almost turns into a fight.
Oh, you want to around? You want to around, you little shit?
This driver leaves his car to confront another, but ends up being chased down by the police. Watch as this driver gets out of his car to argue, only to be put in his place by another driver.
I am ready to back myself up. Do it.
This driver gets physical, hitting another car's mirror with an axe. Not a smart way to handle things. Two drivers get into a physical fight after a road rage incident. This one escalates quickly. This driver brake checks a truck and gets his window destroyed. Watch as this driver is messing around with another, bumps into him, and gets slammed into a tree. This driver attempts to cross the road after the green light, but gets hit by another driver crossing wrongly. This driver gets hit badly by a truck driver doing some damage to the back of her car. This driver leaves his car to confront another driver. Watch as he gets ambushed with a dog at the back seat. What starts as a confrontation turns into an unexpected twist when a dog gets involved. Watch as the driver of this truck uses a baseball bat to hit on the smaller car next to him. This driver parks in the wrong lane. Watch as he gets followed by the cops immediately. This car driver brake checks a truck and gets bumped into. This car driver attempts to rush through the gate of a blocked road, and instead collides with a truck trying to do the same. Watch as this driver crazily drifts across the road and gets followed by the police immediately. This driver attempts to skip lanes and traffic by driving into the pedestrian lane, only to get pulled over by the police. Watch this truck driver get revenge on a car driver who consistently blocks him on the road. This driver comes out of his car to confront the driver honking at him. Watch as the cops arrive at the scene, and it doesn't end well for him. Watch as this driver skips lanes speedily and gets some karma with his in-tide goods spilling over the road. This biker takes his front wheels off the ground and catastrophically falls to the floor. Watch as the physical confrontation between these two drivers gets violent. These two drivers collide into each other and start to mess around on the road. Watch as this driver speeds up unnecessarily and crashes another driver's car.
Oh no!
This driver drifts unexpectedly on the road. Watch as this biker takes it upon himself to throw the trash back into the car, the driver who dropped it. A car driver and a biker get into a physical confrontation. Watch how this ends.
There's a camera right here.
This driver bumps into another and gets swerved wrongly. This driver drifts to show off and ends up bumping into a dumpster. Watch as this driver is close to merging and colliding with another driver. This driver tries to cut into a lane that isn't his, loses balance, and hits the barrier. Watch as this drag race ends catastrophically with the driver hitting a wall. This driver cuts into a lane and abruptly gets bumped into. A physical confrontation between two drivers in suits quickly escalates into a full-blown fight. Who knew road rage could get this intense? This driver weaves through lanes like it's no big deal, cutting across traffic without a care in the world, until they get away with it. After bumping into another car, this driver seems unfazed and simply drives away. This driver's wild drift ends with a spectacular crash into a streetlight. Some stunts should stay in the movies. In an attempt to park, this driver drifts across the lot, narrowly avoiding a collision. Close call. Reckless driving takes its toll, as this driver ends up with a busted bumper after a series of aimless maneuvers. Cutting lanes at high speed, this driver crashes straight into a semi-truck. Talk about a crash course in instant karma. This driver attempts to cut lanes but notices the cops behind. Watch to see what happens next. This driver drifts across the road and ends up busting his oil tank open. A quick lane change turns sour for this driver when they're suddenly followed by the police. Guess they didn't expect that. Unexpected speed results in this driver smashing their front view mirror against another car. Was it worth the rush? This driver's out-of-control drift takes them right into a bush. Not exactly the smoothest ride. After a heated exchange, this driver gets out of their car to shout at another, but ends up getting left behind. Karma works fast. This driver tried to overtake a biker and gets his front view mirror smashed. This driver speeds into a parking lot and bumps into the wall. This driver speeds into a lane and ends up busting his tire. This driver wrongly cuts into a lane that's not his and gets tailed by the police. This driver drifts on the road and hits a streetlight in the process. This driver gives the middle finger at another driver, and in an attempt to drive off, he bumps his car into another. This driver attempts a risky lane change, but things quickly go south when they slam into another car. A biker tries to squeeze under a truck to cut through traffic. See how this risky move turns out. What starts as a simple disagreement between two drivers escalates into an all-out car fight. Watch the chaos unfold. This driver cuts lanes unexpectedly and gets tailed by the cops immediately. Trying to beat traffic, this driver quickly learns that cutting lanes has its consequences. Watch as this driver sneakily cuts lanes through a highway and gets pulled over by the cops. This driver runs a red light, but their escape doesn't last long as the cops are quick to catch up. driver drifts out of control and slams into a streetlight after swerving all over the road. This biker gets kicked out of his own lane by inconsiderate drivers. Watch as he defends himself when they try to attack him. This reckless driver speeds into another lane and goes out of control, hitting a wall. These drivers attempt to run red lights, but their plans are foiled when the cops tail them immediately. Careless driver speeds into another lane, losing control and crashing into a wall. This dramatic showdown between two drivers quickly turns into a full-blown confrontation.
My car's not even on.
This driver runs a red light and immediately attracts the attention of police. Watch as this driver attempts to overtake a truck, but things don't go as planned. Thanks for watching. Stay safe on the roads and remember, always think before you drive. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more wild road moments.